Hello, and thank you so much for joining me. I've got great news for you if you're planning on coming to the UK in 2024. The government is making it much more easier for people to come to the UK. So in this video, pay particular attention to what I'm going to share with you, as it's going to be positive news to you. Most people are not aware that the government currently is facing massive shortages in the teaching sector. So as a result, this year they introduced teaching to be part of the shortage occupation on the shortage occupations list, eligible for UK visas. If you were not aware of this one, this is one thing you have to know. But the good news concerning that area in terms of teachers coming to the UK, the government has relaxed their requirements to be much more flexible. So what they've introduced now is what's called the 4-year rule if you were to apply for what's called the QTS. So if you are not aware of what's called the QTS, or if you are not aware that teachers are coming to the UK in 2023, you have to aim to actually come to the UK as a teacher if you have relevant qualifications, because it's going to be much more easier for you to do that next year. So what the government is now saying, according to the new guidance, is that you now can come to the UK without QTS, which is the qualified teacher status. So what is this QTS? I'll just briefly describe it as the qualification that you needed to prove yourself that your international qualification, if you're coming from outside the UK, is actually equivalent or is actually relevant to teach in the UK schools. This is what's called QTS. So meaning to say it's no longer a legal requirement for people to get a visa that they should have QTS. So this is going to be very good news for people planning on coming to the UK as teachers. Most people really qualify to be teachers and come to work in the UK, but it's not all the countries that qualify to come to the UK as teachers. This is some of the examples of the countries that the UK can allow to come as teachers in this country, and I'll explain the reason why. So Zimbabwe is one of the countries, South Africa, Singapore, Nigeria, Jamaica, India, Ghana. You can come from Switzerland, USA, Canada, Australia, and many few others. So it's not all the countries that can come to the UK as teachers. In another video I shot before, if you haven't watched it, I'm gonna send the link right on top. How to come to the UK as a teacher. I need you to visit to that if you're not aware. It's got all the steps and all the processes that you need to know if you're planning to come to the UK as a teacher. But in my next video, I will share with you what you need to know in detail about QTS. In case your 4 years is over, then you need to apply for QTS. Some schools, however, will still continue asking you to have QTS. So it's still going to be advantageous if you have QTS in order for you to get the jobs. But what the government is now saying, according to the guidance, is that you no longer need to prove it as a legal requirement for you to get the visa. But after 4 years, according to the 4-year rule they've introduced, you can work as a teacher without QTS for 4 years if any school recruits you without QTS. But after 4 years, you just have to then apply for QTS to continue teaching in the UK. This is according to the new guidance. So please, if you are not a teacher, or even if you know someone who is a teacher watching this video, can you please share with anyone you know who has got teaching qualifications, so they can also have the equal opportunity to actually come to the UK. I will continue posting teaching jobs with visa sponsorships. Continue following me and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, as I will post more jobs for other countries as well, as long as they have visa sponsorship. I look forward to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Like and share this video if you think it's interesting to you.